Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mount Juliet
A special thanks to Victory Baptist Church of Mount Juliet for providing our pre-game team meal. The Mount Juliet Quarterback Club would like to thank Slim Chickens for providing tonight's tailgate meal. True Roots invites you to grow into true health with them. Live a healthy and pain-free life through effective, gentle chiropractic care with True Roots Chiropractic.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, supporting our local schools and student athletes has always been part of our community game plan. From personal loans to mortgage loans, our local lending experts are here to support you every step of the way. Let us help your family get your financial game plan together at any of our 28 Wilson Bank and Trust locations in Middle Tennessee or at wilsonbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This week's Players of the Week are sponsored by Wilson County Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Hyundai. Amarian Workings, number 38. Wade Savage, number 68. Stephen Swanner, number 4. Some things go well together like football and Chick-fil-A catering. Chick-fil-A Providence Marketplace is proud to support the Mount Juliet High School Golden Bears. This week's team captains, sponsored by Rackley Roofing, are Stephen Swanner, Luke Christopher, Connor Coker, and Jeff Pillows.
Hello again, everybody. This is Coach Matt Rocchetti calling the game tonight with my friend.
Hi, guys. This is Joseph Hyatt. We look forward to a good Week 1 matchup between the Gallatin Green Waves and the Mount Juliet Golden Bears. A lot of green out there. I apologize for that. It's Week 1. We're going to make some mistakes.
It's all right, Joe. We have the greatest high school football team entrance starting right about now. The Golden Bears are coming out. They're coming through the crowd as they always do. Nothing like it, guys.
Coach Rocchetti, could you tell us just a little bit about the Golden Bears that we should expect for tonight's game?
Golden Bears are coming out of the summer a little bit beat up. This team is, the seniors are a whole lot. They're the meat and potatoes group of this bunch. And the 2023 guys, the juniors, have a lot of the skill that got Throneberry, Crisp. Several players on this team already have FBS offers. But we're coming out of the summer a little banged up, Coach.
So you can definitely say that we're absolutely looking for high expectations. We're looking for a good win-loss record. We're looking to go deep into the playoffs, and all that starts tonight.
It all starts tonight, whether we're ready or not. Coach Perry has a few concerns about the team. Graduation obviously took a big bite out of the defensive backfield, leaving several vacancies to be filled. But the Bears have strong depth up front in both the offensive and defensive fronts. Team speed and explosiveness are at an all-time high. Special teams operations are also very strong coming into the season. A lot of high expectations with this team, Coach.
Well, one of the things that you can expect with Green Wave, of course, their head coach is Chad Watson. He's in his 3rd year. They were put out last year by Columbia Central, not the way they wanted to end the season.
Yep.
However, they had a lot of COVID, and everybody had to deal with that COVID. So the record was not reflective of what they were.
COVID is undefeated, Coach.
It is undefeated. Coach Watson has stated he had some concerns. He had some concerns on his quarterback, on his offensive line. But when you look, he talks about the strength of his team, being his receivers, being the running backs. If you know anything about Gallatin Greenway football, they're going to come at you, Coach.
Absolutely.
And one of the things they didn't say was they didn't really mention their defense. You can count that Gallatin is going to be big, physical. They're going to hit you in the mouth. They're going to come at you. But just like they do, Mount Juliet and Coach Trey Perry, they're going to play hard, they're going to play fast, and they're going to play physical.
Joe, Trey Perry comes in with a 69-32 overall record. Had some very successful seasons. Now he comes in. This team has high expectations, Joe. Where do you see us? We're in Week 1. Where do you see us going?
Well, the one thing that you can absolutely guarantee is tonight during Week 1, there are 6 champions playing tonight that will play at the end of the season.
Yes, they are.
And it all starts right now. Guys, we're going to be going back and forth with the scoreboard to let you know we're about 18, 17 seconds away from kickoff. The Golden Bears are kicking from the north side of the field into the south end zone.
Going left to right. Here we go. We have Daniel Echeverra. He is a freshman who is handling the kickoff duties this year. Big leg kid.
And if we have any Gallatin fans tuned in to us, I will apologize. We have a few number discrepancies. So if we call a number, we don't have the name associated with that number. But guys,
Barksdale is back deep, as well as number 14. Here we go. We're all lined up, set to go. Run 21, here we come. Let's go, Mount Juliet Golden Bears.
and the football season is officially underway. Kick is taken at about the 14, up the sideline, far sideline that is.
Barksdale out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Green Wave, going right to left.
You know, that ball just kind of dead hopped. It hit, fell right into his hands. He picked it up, went straight up the sideline, didn't try to get back to the middle of the field, picked up what he could.
Obviously, up front, we have Wade Savage, number 68, number 99, Jeffrey Pillows, number 10, Sam Oliver.
The Gallatin Green Wave lined up in a wing set. Here comes motion.
Here we go, dive right up the middle. The Green Wave move forward for about 3 yards. We have a 2nd and probably 7, Joe.
The bodies were there. Hey, there's going to be mistakes. There's going to be penalties. It's week 1. It's whose nerves settle first, settle in, and can make a play.
Absolutely. Here we go, 2nd down, and it looks like 5, actually. This is a pretty good spot. Now back in the wing front, we have motion.
Gallatin tight wing.
Here we go, Wade Savage up front, as well as Sam Oliver on the stop. We have a 3rd down and probably 6. Great job up front. Sam Oliver was thrusted into starting duties this last week. We have also the highly touted linebacker Ethan Crisp in on the play with Florida, Michigan, several offers out of the SEC. Here we go, orbit motion.
He's going back.
Here we go, they run a freeze. Changing the play. Golden Bears with 8 in the box. There's a fumble up front.
False start.
Quarterback falls on it.
It'll be a false start on Gallatin.
Here we go.
Flag on the play.
Here we go. We have a timeout with 10:39 left in the first. 3rd down and probably 5 or 6. Joe, I'm impressed with what I'm seeing up front at this point out of the Golden Bears defensive line. Not a lot of movement in the neutral zone by Gallatin.
Right. Well, anytime you see a offensive set lined up in that tight wing tee that they're lined up in, which is they're in a true wing, so they are simply running a triple option, and that's that first option up the middle. They're trying to hit that A gap, which for those of you at home, that A gap is right on either side of the center.
We have a timeout.
Absolutely.
With 10:39 left in the first.
Of
3rd down.
attention to our guys up front, because if not, if we don't tackle well, he's gone.
Single split out wide down to the left side. Another false start on the Green Wave.
And this time there will not be a timeout. It
Absolutely. We'll move them back. That'll make it 3rd down and 10.
It was our near side guard. And like I said earlier, it's week 1. There's going to be a lot of mistakes. There's going to be jitters. There's going to be penalties.
Finishing up our defensive backfield, we have 21, Jay Taylor, number 36, Amarion Workings, number 33, Greenwood, and number 8, Walter Patterson. We're stemming up front.
Good coverage. Good coverage.
That'll bring up a 4th down and 8.
We have a bear on the ground, though. Bear on the ground.
That's number 16, Austin Keller. He is down.
I didn't see exactly what happened. He was involved in the tackle, so you
He
don't know
was
if he
in
just got
on the
rolled
tackle,
up.
and it looked to me that his ankle got rolled up.
We just certainly hope the young man's okay. He'll hop up in a minute.
Absolutely. Also in the linebacking core, Joe, number 35, Aiden Smith. Obviously, number 13, we've already spoken about Crisp. Joe, Crisp comes in with a lot of big-time offers and high expectations for him.
And, and the season, especially in the early part of the season, is going to be how does he handle those expectations?
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's always good. Man, we love to see the kids. That's what high school sports are all about, furthering education at the next level. So you're excited to see anything that comes out of it, regardless of what level of scholarship that they receive.
Workings.
Mount Juliet
Punt
in
formation, we're
ball in, ball away.
ball away, landing at the 46 of the Golden Bears. Will bring up a first down, Mount Juliet, with 10:03 left in the first quarter. Joe, we've waited for this for a while.
And here comes the offense.
Here comes the offense. I'm now an offensive guy. You were an offensive guy. What do we got? Obviously, we got number 2 coming out at quarterback. Offensive line is Connor Coker, number 79. Number 68, Wade Savage. At center is Luke Christopher, number 63.
We're going to have twins to the near side here.
Twins on the near
Snap.
side. Swanner to throw.
Fake. Is it
Deep
there?
to Workings.
It's there.
Touchdown.
Workings.
We have a Wilson Bank and Trust Golden Bears touchdown.
A
Pass by Swanner.
First play on offense. First play on offense sets the tone.
Sets the tone for the season. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now, Joe.
Well, you can't ask for something better. You draw it up. You practice it all week. A lot of times,
Deep
those
to
reverse passes,
Workings.
sometimes there's nerves
Touchdown.
involved. Swanner hit it right on the
We
money.
have
Absolutely.
a Wilson Bank and Trust Golden Bears. Extra point team up. Number 88, Corey Rocchetti on the snap. Number 4, Steven Swanner. Number 78, Daniel Echeverra on the kick. We got a fake. It's there. Oh.
Off the
Pass to
hands.
Crisp was just a little too far in the corner.
But with 9:52 in the first quarter, your Golden Bears 6, Gallatin Green Wave 0.
Joe, way to punch Gallatin right in the mouth.
Well, you're talking an old rivalry that as of late has never.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's something that's going to be smash mouth football. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
come
Joe.
out, you come out and air it out. You're
The
kinda-
last 6 years, other than 2019, when the Gallatin Green Wave came in here the last time and won 7-0, Golden Bears have had the Gallatin Green Wave's number since 2015.
Well, and that's one of the things about football that's so great. You go on the runs, you go one way, and then all of a sudden it'll shift and it goes the other way.
Absolutely.
That's just the beauty of football. I mean, he who has the ball last has a chance to win the
Has
ball
the
game.
chance to win the ball game. Yes, sir.
But we've certainly put ourselves in a great position to control this ball game because now we're playing with a lead. We're playing in front.
I love, we basically stole a play right there on offense.
Correct.
We're obviously not probably going to see that the rest of the year. Echeverra with the kickoff. It's going to land to Barksdale at about the 13.
Looking for room.
Down here,
28-29.
number 7, Jalen Holmes in on the tackle.
Shot by number 7 for the Golden Bears, Jalen Holmes.
Jalen Holmes on the tackle.
Here we go, Joe.
So
Greg Abner came out, wing tee. Greg Abner's probably licking his chops. He's one of the best in the entire business. He has way more knowledge than I've ever forgotten about.
Well, and the wing tee, the thing about it is it is a hard offense to stop because there's so many options out of it. Under
Here
center.
we go, orbit motion.
Here we go, quarterback sweep.
Quarterback sweep.
To the far side. We've got Bears there. We've got Bears wrap.
Pile is still moving down. Probably going to be a 2nd and 3, 4. That pile just kept moving.
And that's when you get the bodies to the ball, that's the one thing you've got to do is eliminate the offense from being able to push that pile. And a few years ago, that was an illegal play.
Absolutely.
And now it's not.
Absolutely. They stopped the progress at 2nd and 5. Here we go with Gallatin with the sugar huddle coming out quick. Oliver's already made his presence known with 2 tackles early in the football game. Here we go,
Motion
midline.
forward.
A host of Bears in on the tackle. I see pillows at the bottom of that pile.
And like I said, as I was saying earlier about the wing tee, that's the one thing that you've got to pay attention to with. There's motion, there's movement. So it's moving our defense.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
It is. So you've got to play great gap responsibility. You've got to play
Yes, sir.
your reads.
Assignment football.
Yes. Coach Abner said last week, Gallatin's looking for 3 yards in a cloud of dust. They're
Cash
trying to
Boone split out wide. Jay Taylor on him at corner. We have orbit motion.
give up the middle. We've got. It depends on the spot.
It's gonna be close, Joe.
He was hit at the mesh point.
They're giving it to him,
They're gonna
Joe.
give it to him. So it'll be first down Gallatin at the 39. Of course, Gallatin's moving from right to left.
I'm not sure. That was a pretty good spot.
It was a generous spot. But that's the one thing. You got to hit, you got to wrap up, and you've got to stop forward progress.
Absolutely.
Coach Watson said this.
We've
was
got
a strength.
doubles to the right. Orbit. We
Getting a little early start here.
Keyshawn Nelson took off a little bit too fast for the referee's liking, Joe.
And it's like I said, whether you're watching our game tonight, you watch our game, tune into somebody else, or if you're going to somebody that plays later, you're gonna see the mistakes early in the season. It's
Absolutely.
just how it is.
Week 1.
We've scrimmaged, but we're under the lights tonight, so that makes a humongous difference.
We got a 1st and 15. The clock is rolling at 7:38.
With your Mount Juliet Bears leading 6-0.
Here we go, 18 back to pass.
Pass
Great
incomplete.
play by Amarion Workings coming in late to break up that pass on number 14. Again, folks, we have a quagmire of a roster sent to us by the Gallatin Green Wave, and we're piecing this thing together. So bear with us. Boone split out to the left.
Quarterback under center. Motion.
Dive to the
Midline.
fullback.
He's got a hole.
Big boy. Big boy about broke it. That is a big man right there.
That is. And, and I stated in the pregame, Coach Watson said, these are halfbacks, these running backs, they're not going to be tonight. He's going to play them all.
They're
He's gonna
playing.
play 'em.
They're trying to slow this game down.
Well,
That's what we've talked about, Joe, all week long. Gallatin has to slow the game down to keep Mount Juliet from getting on the field with all those athletes, and they can score at will. I don't know, Joe.
they got offsides on us. I thought he timed that jump awfully well.
I tell you what, Jeff Pillows is faster than a cat.
Yes, he is. You know who else knows he's faster than a cat?
Who's that?
Their quarterback.
Absolutely, he does.
But anytime, and again, when you see this wing tee, it's meant to control the clock.
Yes, it is.
You're not
Ball
gonna see
control
a lot of,
offense.
Yeah, you're not going to see a lot of home run throws. They're not going to line up and just sling it. They're wanting to kill that clock.
First down from the Golden Bear 48, going right to left.
We got the big boy tied up, but can
Big
we
boy's
take him
tied
down?
up. He loses a yard. Again, Sam Oliver and Jay Taylor and Jeff Pillows in on the play. The Golden Bears are smothering the Green Wave backfield at this point, Joe. With 6:07 and the clock running at second down and 10, half of this first quarter's already gone, and the Golden Bears have ran one offensive play. I'm going to say this is probably what Coach Watson wants to do, even though he doesn't have the lead. Boone split to the right, motion right.
Number 3
Again,
takes the handoff, met at the
just
line
a
of scrimmage.
host of Golden Bears off that right side.
Well, you said
Riley Wilson on the tackle.
You said Coach Watson really would like to control this clock, and he's controlling.
He doesn't
this
like
clock.
third and long, though, Joe.
He doesn't like third and long, but he also doesn't like a one-play defensive play.
Absolutely.
Because your offense has got to come right back out.
Now he's got an answer. He has to answer. Here we go. Toss.
Ball on the ground.
Ball's on the ground.
Gallatin recovers.
Savage on the cover-up. We will have 4th down and 13. 4:54 remaining in the first quarter. Number 19 is on to punt, which Mom and Daddy, I'd call his name if I knew who number 19 was, but I can't.
And this is a very dangerous part of the field to field a punt. We've got to be smart here. We've got to make sure that we've got it, that we have room, and that we don't pin ourselves back in a bad spot.
Good snap. Oh, Jay Taylor was almost in on that block. Oh, my gosh.
Muff punt.
Ball's on the ground. Going to be Green Wave football.
On the 29 going in.
29-yard line.
14 becomes the Cardinals, Gallatin.
And I can't reiterate that enough. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Coach.
You're going to see mistakes. You're going to see things.
Trey Perry absolutely will not put up with this. The number one phase of the football game to Trey Perry, special teams.
Got to win all 3 phases. I mean, that's the start of it. Now we've got to bounce back, defense back on the field. They're taking a team that wants to pound at them, and we've got to make another stop.
Here we go. From the Golden Bear 26.
Up the middle.
Number 3 on the dive. Green Wave just milking that clock. We've got a 2nd and 7 with 4:05 remaining, and the clock is running.
I mean, you think about the entire first quarter here with 3:55 or so to go, depending on what time, as it's ticking. We've run one offensive play.
One offensive play for the Golden Bears to this point.
Number 2 goes in motion, 3 to the back. Sweep to the near side. He's got a hole. He's got a lane.
There's a touchdown, Gallatin Green Wave.
Touchdown number 2.
Special teams, Joe.
And that's one that'll come back to haunt, or could come back to haunt. What you had here was Gallatin comes out, they run the sweep, they get the edge set, he gets a lane, and then it's a foot race. But like I said, it's week 1. Lots of things. Still a whole lot of ball game to go.
Number 33 on for the kick, and he misses it badly.
So with 3:36 in the first quarter, your score, Mount Juliet Golden Bears 6, Gallatin Green Wave 6.
Golden Bears 6. Gallatin Green Wave 6.
I'll say this, Joe. They answered back when they needed it most. He's sticking to script. And,
well, the beautiful thing about football here, Working is about to take the ball. He's going to go back to receive. He gets a chance to redeem himself.
he gets a chance to redeem himself. That's right.
Man, I will tell you for the people at home, as you're seeing our camera scan, it is great having fans back in this arena.
Isn't it, Joe? Look at all this. There are fans everywhere. I anticipate 2,000-3,000.
Gallatin has traveled well. They have a full
As they
visitor
always
stand.
do.
Let's see. 33 will be taking the kickoff.
Working's back team for the Golden Bears.
Special teams, though. Special teams is a factor in the game that absolutely you have to control it. That's the one you want to win.
33 in kickoff in the green wave.
Set to receive. The kick is away.
33 kicks it. That will be a touchback with 3:36 remaining in the first quarter.
Kickoff goes into the end zone.
Now we'll see Zach White's offense. Now we'll see the mastermind behind the last 8 months of work and what that will all entail.
It'll also be the second offensive play.
Second offensive play, because we're not going to count that first one. And we may not see that the rest of the year.
Golden Bears sprint onto the field. We've got a 3 receiver set to the near side. One high. Throneberry up top. Swanner taking the snap.
Quarterback. Here we go. Handoff, number 28.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see good,
Gary Lewis on the carry.
just good hard running.
The maturation of Garrison Lewis, funny story. He got here. Joe, I was the freshman head coach. I looked at little Gary Lewis, and I said, son, what do you play? He said, Coach, I play fullback. I said, you look like a guard. Head down there with the guards. He has turned his body into a running back. Throneberry with the catch.
And that is a Chick-fil-A first down.
Throneberry with the catch at the Golden Bear 42.
That's a Chick-fil-A first down.
We're going up tempo. But his freshman year, Joe, Lewis played guard. Now he's running tailback for us. Swanner with the keep, picks up maybe one.
Stop made by number 8 for the green wave.
2:35 and the clock's running, Joe.
And we're back.
I like seeing this tempo right here.
We're back on the ball. Trips to the far side. One split to the near. If it stands, and we're on the ball. Swanner ready to take the snap. He sets the line.
Rolling to his right, pass to Workings, out of bounds at the Greenway 49. It's probably going to be 3rd and 1, Joe.
I thought he was a little farther than what they're giving him at, actually.
Oh, you're absolutely right. What do we see here? I think we might see a freeze call up front.
Trips to the far side. Solo receiver down to the
We
near.
absolutely did. Zach White's getting the play call in now. Swanner falls forward for about a gain of 2. Mesh point right there, Joe. Didn't look too clean.
Well, we both kind of wanted to take it. One wanted to pull, one wanted to hold, and it happens.
We've got about a 4th and 3, 4th and 2. They're saying he didn't gain a yard. With 1:38 remaining in the first quarter, Golden Bears are going to go for it. Called a freeze up front, the green wave hold. Mount Juliet getting the play call in. Trips left. Handoff to Lewis. He easily drags him forward
Good hard
for
running.
the Chick-fil-A first down.
Good hard running.
I love that right there, Joe. You know me, I love them big backs.
Well, he takes that hit. He takes that hit in the backfield. But he keeps
Absolutely.
He keeps those legs turning. He keeps driving, pushes out. We have a Golden Bear first down.
Boxer doesn't win with the haymaker. He wins with his jab.
That is
That's
correct.
what we had right there.
So we're just under a minute here in the first quarter. First
Still
down,
going
Golden
up
Bears.
tempo. 53 seconds left in the first. Lewis in motion. Oh, we got a false start.
Just a little happy on it, just a little excited. You know, the one thing about the tempo that you can say,
Yeah.
when we stay to the tempo, you know, Gallatin wants the ball. They want to hold the ball. They want to
Absolutely.
control that clock. When we go tempo, their defense is now stuck on the field. And if we do go to a 3 and out on the
And
other
they
end,
cannot rotate fresh bodies in.
Correct. It's a give and take. You've got trips to the far side. Solo receiver to the near.
Lewis swings out of the backfield.
Got a receiver screen, bubble screen.
Throneberry ahead for 7. The ball was out. Are they calling him down? No. We have Green Wave football at the Gallatin 37 with 19 seconds left in the first. Abner's defense is back on the field.
So Gallatin's going to come out and take over at the 35-yard line, and this is exactly what Coach Watson was scripting. He wants to control
Absolutely.
that clock.
Turnovers.
You would think 19 seconds to go in the first. He's probably going to hand off, go to the second. But they're sprinting up to the line, trying to beat the Golden Bears to the set. Quarterback's under center. Motion from far to
Fullback
near.
dive. We've got a flag on the play. Probably in the area of.
It looked like we had a hold down here on the receiver.
It's either
Hands
going
were
to
a
be
little wild.
holding or a neutral zone infraction. Let's see what they call.
Looks like neither. We got a sideline.
Sideline warning on the Golden Bears.
Sideline warning against Nigeria.
That'll have a 2nd and 8
Second down, Green Wave.
with
6
6 seconds remaining, and the clock will run down. That'll be our quarter right there, Joe.
At the end of the first quarter,
I'm going to say
Green Wave 6.
Gallatin's done what they've wanted. They're probably happy coming out of the first quarter with a 6-6 tie. And
Well, I mean,
I won't say they have the momentum, but I am saying that the Golden Bears right now,
well, 2 ill-timed turnovers. 2 ill-timed
exactly,
turnovers.
they're allowing them to stay at 6-6 at this point.
You know, one of the things that you really want to focus on is that ball control, especially in week 1. So here we are. We've had a couple of mistakes. How do we respond now? I mean, it's way too early to panic. It's way too early to say this or to say that as far as how the game's going to play out. But, you know, both
Yeah.
teams are playing hard. They're coming out. They're fighting. And that's what you can ask for week 1.
Turnovers.
Exactly.
The
They're
offense had a
allowing
rhythm right
them
there. It just, ball broke. Didn't bounce our way.
Absolutely.
So we reversed into the field now. So Gallatin will be heading from left to right, heading towards our south end zone, down towards our concession stand.
Golden Bears defense has already taken the field.
Which I like. I mean, that absolutely says we're ready. We're ready.
Absolutely
Let's go.
it does. Scores of interest. We've got, with 6:21 left in the first, Riverdale 7 and Franklin 0.
Gallatin comes out. They've got receiver to the far side. 13 goes to the motion. Give up the middle.
Not good over that right side. Not good at all.
Green Wave, taken by number 38.
4 just about broke off another one.
First down, Green
He
Wave.
takes that ball. He gets downhill as quick and as hard as he possibly can. And he's a hoss. He's a big boy.
He brings it.
Gallatin gets their play. They're ready.
Same set.
Same set. Receiver to the far side. Really tight wing on this. Motion to the near side. Give
Dive
up the middle.
in, number 4.
Lots of body is there. He probably pushed
Several
ahead.
Bears in on the tackle.
Probably pushed ahead for about a yard. Looks like they're going to give him 2.
Pillows and Smith.
Joe, if nothing else, they're committed.
That is correct.
And if they're committed to this type of just continuing to jab, I imagine you can expect a big play coming soon.
Well, you would think typically when you see this ground and pound, and that's what they're doing. They're just handing it off. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. They're going to try to lull you to sleep and go over the top
Go
at some
up the
point.
top at some point.
When that is, we don't know. If we did, we'd make a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Here we go to the tight wing set. 2 goes to motion to the far side. Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground.
Fumble on the play.
Gallatin points.
It
Mount
looked
Juliet
like,
points.
I don't know if you see what was going on that left side. It looked like they're about to run Sally right there to the backside.
Third down, Green Wave.
Well,
Explain what Sally is, Coach.
Well, I was going to say it actually on that aspect. Big Pillows got in there on that and blew that whole thing up. So whatever they were going to run.
I thought I seen a backside guard trying to come back down the line.
Well, anything that you get in this triple option set, you always have to be aware of the backside of pulling that wing back, running
That's
that slice. Trousdale County made that play famous.
Absolutely.
Number
Forward
2 to the far
motion.
side.
Toss.
Oh, ball's up.
Pillows. Oh. Pillows had it in his hand.
had it in
God
his
bless
hands.
him.
Had it in his hands.
Fourth down, Green Wave.
But it will be 4th down with Gallatin punting. You got the result you want. They gained no yards.
Hey.
We're getting the ball back.
Working side deep to go Bears.
We're stout up front tonight, Joe.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Working's back. I expect he will be locked in on this one. He will be ready. Gallatin the snap.
We
Nope.
were offsides. Dadgummit. Everybody, we're also live now on Comcast and TDS on Channel 9 here in Wilson County.
So
For your viewing pleasure. Just silly mistakes on special teams have hurt the Golden Bears tonight, Joe.
Well, I mean, it gives him a better chance of pinning us deep. The main thing is we've got to
High
control.
snap. We almost took it. Ball landing about the 29 of the Golden Bears. Boy, that's the second punt we've got just within a fingertip of a blocking.
Well,
Game of inches, Joe.
Game of inches. Ball hits on the 24 and it dies. It dies on the 24.
24-yard line.
With 9:12 left. My buddy's sitting over here in the dark with his sunglasses on.
Hey,
I'm just helping him out.
We're going trips to the
Throneberry
far
back
side.
to quarterback.
Solo to the
Swanner.
near.
Swanner solo receiver to the left, trips to the right. Throneberry with the carry. Gain of about 7. We're going to have a 2nd and 3. Golden Bears at about the 32-yard line.
You're really seeing on offense tonight, you're seeing a game of opposites. You're seeing where Gallatin wants to tighten up. They want to control that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they do.
You're seeing Mount Juliet spread it out, create lanes, create holes.
Here we go, tempo. Moving fast, right to left.
Pull,
Here we go,
quarterback
Throneberry
read.
pull, head fake. Got him in about another 15 yards. That'll be a Chick-fil-A first down. Throneberry on the carry, taking it out to about the 47 of Mount Juliet. Moving that ball again. Are we going to shoot ourselves in the foot?
Well, no, I mean that's always an option. But hey, you've got that quarterback read, Throneberry back there. He made the right read on the pull. Gallatin's
Stemming
got
up
some
front
move,
for Gallatin.
which you can imagine Coach White, Coach Perry, they knew that was what they were going to do,
Absolutely.
take a false call. So here we go, plays in. Good read, here we
Throneberry
come again.
He takes what he can get, and he gets out of bounds. That was a good business decision right there, Joe.
Yeah, it's
Stepping out about the Gallatin 40
Second down, Golden Bears.
or Golden Bear 49.
when you're outnumbered, sometimes the smartest thing to do is just step out.
That's it.
We've got twins to the far side, single receiver low.
H-back right. Here we go.
Got a
Counter.
lane.
Here we go. Holmes. He
Hold on
is
to it.
down at the Green Wave 20-yard line. We'll have another Chick-fil-A first down.
And that's what you want to see right there. That's
Absolutely.
That space. We get that space. We've got Throneberry running. Throneberry's came to the near side twice now. So they know he has the ability
Nice
to pull
little
it.
counter play.
Yes, it is.
Good pin and pull by Connor Rupert up in the middle of the line. Open that up. We've got Holmes on the motion. Throneberry taking
back
it
up the
himself.
middle. Here he
goes. Doing what Throneberry does best. Improv. Down at the 8-yard line. That will also be another Chick-fil-A first down.
So here we go. We got timeout Gallatin.
Gallatin's on their heels. They're looking gassed. Big number agent 0 over there. Looks like he needs him some oxygen, Joe.
Well, I mean, it's hot tonight. I mean, we've come off this week where we've had some rain. We've had a lot of rain, and it's cooled the nights down. And now all of a sudden tonight it's come back, and it feels like football weather.
I feel like I'm in a shower right now.
It is absolutely sticky, but
sure is.
You know, Gallatin takes the timeout. You've got back-to-back first downs from Mount Juliet, and actually seizing that momentum. So it's 7:42 in the second quarter. It is a 6-6 ball game. Mount Juliet going in on about their 9-yard line.
See what Mount Juliet can do to punch the ball in. I expect a healthy dose of maybe Lewis. No, we've got number 19 coming in at running back. That is Devontae Ford, new to the Golden Bears football team. A little bit of a change of pace. We'll scat back.
Swanner's going to be the quarterback.
Connor Coker saying, come on, Coach, get on our backs, O-line. Let's drive it into the end zone.
You can definitely tell that you've got motion going across.
Motion. Oh, no, here we go. Reverse, backside. Amarion Workings, 5, 4, 3.
Fight your way, young fella.
2 down at the 1-yard line.
Workings put his head down. He got what he could get. Gallatin.
We're going to have 2nd and inches with 7:20 remaining in the second quarter.
You know, Gallatin had one player sit back that made that read.
Absolutely. There was good flow for the Golden Bears the other side. Great play call there by Zach White. We got a nice sugar huddle breaking out here quick.
2 receivers tight.
Ford in the backfield.
Swanner under center.
Swanner takes it himself. And we have another Wilson. Hold on just a second.
We got a little extracurriculars here. We've got 17 for Gallatin sprinting down the field holding the ball. Waiting to see if we got the call. I thought I saw one of the officials.
I thought we had hands in the air for a Wilson Bank and Trust Mount Juliet Golden Bear touchdown, and we do.
So with 6:50 remaining in the second quarter, Mount Juliet takes the lead back 12-6.
Sugar huddle, we've got Rocchetti on the snap, Swanner on the hold, Echeverra on the kick.
On the snap, Swanner to hold.
I don't expect we'll see a fake this time. I think we'll probably just kick it on through.
Snaps up.
Echeverra
Kick
with
is
the
good.
kick.
Your score, Mount Juliet 13, Green Wave 6, 6:50 remaining. Coach, that was a really good drive right there by Mount Juliet, taking the momentum back. Will the Green Wave answer?
Well, and that's what you want to see. You make a few mistakes, and again, we've got a high expectation team. We got another team on the far side that really, really wants to prove they're here too.
With a lot of tradition. Very proud team over there.
I mean, this is a rivalry. We're going to fight all the way through.
Major rivalry.
If you don't believe me, folks, that it's a rivalry, when you look at the student sections, the students will always tell you where the rivals are.
Yep.
And Gallatin has absolutely brought a great-looking student section.
I'm telling you what.
And we have too. We have answered that one as well. So, I mean, you've got both student sections out. I mean, you can't ask for anything better for week one.
Absolutely. Great game so far.
You know, the way the weather was looking this morning, I was afraid.
I was worried too. It was going to be a monsoon.
Because we opened in a monsoon last year.
Absolutely. Another score of interest for us, Joe. Oakland 21, Hendersonville 7, going into the second quarter.
Coach Creasy does a great job up there. at
He
Oakland.
absolutely. Great coach with great players. Number 4,
Ford takes it. He's got a little lane.
big boy on the return.
Hey, he had good blocks on that one.
He
so
sure did. I'll tell you what, he looks like a dancing bear out there. He can move. Number 4, I am impressed with that kid.
Well, I mean, there's no doubt in what he's trying to do. He's not trying to dance and be pretty. He's going to catch it. He's getting upfield.
He's not, I'm telling you, but he made a little bit of a cut
He
there.
made a little cut. He
I
did
mean,
have a
I
little cut.
us big fellas love that, seeing that. He's flying downfield right there. He makes a cut. That's like a tractor trailer on ice mostly, but it didn't look like it there.
Gallatin sets up. They're in twins to the far side. They are heading towards from our left to our right. Motion to the near side. Give up the
Fullback
middle.
dive.
We are there. We've got him wrapped.
Gain of 3. We'll have a second down and 7.
Stop made by number 10, Sam Oliver.
When you see that ball come out like that at the end, and of course the whistle had already blown, so it's not a fumble.
Yeah.
But what that says is
Yeah.
we've got people tying him up, and the next guy there is trying to rip that ball out.
We've had a lot of gang tackling. I know Coach Abner's going to be happy about that on Monday or Sunday when we get to film.
They're going back with twins to the far side. Wing back, 2 to the far side.
Here we
in
go.
motion.
We got no.
Give up the middle, midline.
Give up the middle on the midline. Joe, we're going to see that Sally play I was telling you about again.
Well, I mean,
It's coming right back.
that's the thing about football. It's a setup game. Can you make them adjust? Can you move them?
Yep. Assignment football. Third down and 4 with 5:40 to go.
Gallatin's
Big down
moving.
right here for Gallatin.
It is. I mean, when you're playing this ground and pound, you're looking for that.
You got to
4
make
yards.
first downs.
You do.
You got to have 3 to 4 every play if you're going to sit there and just eat yardage down the field. You got to win your first downs. And
Here comes middle
off
up
the
again.
left,
That's big pillows. He read it right
Big
down the
Jeff
line.
Pillows up front. I want to say Garrison Lewis was in there with him. Great job out of that defensive line.
That's
We got a
assignment football.
4th down and 4. I don't know. Here comes the punt team for Gallatin.
That's what you want to see. They're hitting you on that midline. You want to stay at home. You don't want to get upfield and create space. You
No,
want to
sir.
stay on that line and
No,
read
sir.
down that line.
Workings is back deep on the return.
Punt is set.
I think we're going to play it safe. Yeah, we're playing punt safe. Kicked it right to Amarion, and he drops another one.
That's okay. We
He
got it
gets
back.
on it. Dadgummit.
Well, that's those low line drives. Those low line drives are hard to read.
Number 14 with the stop.
It comes off the foot. It doesn't get real high.
20-yard line.
But credit Workings. He got back on the ball. No biggie, no loss. We'll take over at about the 20-yard line. Offense is getting some instruction here at the near side, getting ready to go. When they break out, they'll be going from right to left.
And, Joe, you answer here at the Golden Bears. They've got 4:33 to go in the half. Coach Perry's got to feel pretty good going in with a 20-6 lead or a 16-6 lead. But you can't be happy about the turnovers. Looks like, is that Holmes?
Jalen Holmes with the carry.
Jalen Holmes on the carry for a gain
Stop made by
of
number 3 and number 0 for the Green
1.
Bay. Pick up of 1. Second down and 9, Golden Bears.
Second and 9.
Now Juliet awaits the call. They're in.
Golden Bears taking a little clock off now, their self.
Trips
We've
to the
got
far side.
Swoner at quarterback.
False
on the play.
start.
Or no, that's Throneberry. That's red.
False start against
No, that's-
the Golden Bears.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Swoner.
Loss of 5. Remaining second down.
So
Red's down here at the numbers himself. Single receiver to the left.
got to go the other way. We don't want to go that way. Gets too close to the
Coach, we got 2 athletes at quarterback and also play wide receiver.
That's a great problem to have.
Absolutely.
That's a great problem to have. So we've got trips to the far side. One split out to the near. Swanner takes the snap.
Pass to
Slant.
Throneberry. Slant is good. Throneberry still running. Breaks 2 tackles. Out to the 36 of Mount Juliet. That's also a Chick-fil-A first down. And
Coach, that was well timed. We were just talking about the athletes from quarterback to quarterback.
absolutely.
And that's exactly
That's
what
what
we
was the
saw.
hookup we had right there.
I think maybe we should say it again over and over, or whichever players we want to do.
Absolutely.
So we're in a spread formation. We got-
Empty look out, no one in the backfield with Swanner, 5 wide receivers set. Quick out, 2 Pat.
That's a forward pass.
That was a forward pass.
Forward pass.
Quick out to Bowers, who drops the pass.
Second down, Golden Bears.
Gave Gallatin a different look right there. You could see they were a little late
They
in
were a
their
little late in
adjustments.
coming down. The safety come rolling down.
Well, that's part of why he got there. He was actually late on his adjustment, so he was full speed trying to get to his correct placement. His reaction ended up helping him at the end because he just turned and
Yes, he
he
did.
was full speed. So here we go. Mount Juliet with the ball. Trips to the far side.
Lewis in the backfield. Handoffs to Lewis. He takes it up the middle for about 3.
They're calling him down.
Another ball was out. Another ball's
Garrison Lewis is
down by.
The ball or the ground created that fumble right there. He reached out
Yes.
and it bounced straight off the ground.
third down, Golden
So with
Bears.
2:56 or 2:45, excuse me, we've got a third down. Mount Juliet trips to the far side. Solo receiver at the bottom. Swanner takes the snap. He rolls. Got a bubble screen
Screen.
coming back. Throneberry's got
Throneberry
it.
was taken down.
Well played by Gallatin.
Pass to Thornberry. Number 14 was tackle. Fourth down, Golden Bears.
Number 14 made the tackle.
Great job, number 14. Wish we knew who you were.
He read it well, stayed home. Good play.
2:09 and the clock's running. We have a 4th and 9. And the Golden Bears are going to run a play. And I believe Gallatin is going to take a timeout. With 1:50 left in the half, I don't know what was going on there.
Well, Gallatin didn't want to let Mount Juliet bleed off that other 20 seconds they had on the play clock. So
Right.
you got to stop it, but there's a risk at that. When you stop that, you are now out of timeouts, and that's what's happened.
That's what Trey Perry was doing, was taking that timeout away from Gallatin.
Absolutely.
Boho Beauty Company. Merriman Farr.
That's one of the strategic plays you want to make as well. You don't want to give them any time.
Right.
You don't want to allow them the opportunity to set something up because that timeout's huge.
Jersey Mike's.
So with 1:50 to go in the second quarter,
Mount Juliet Golden Bears.
Mount Juliet has still come back out with the offense. We've got twins to the far side, single receiver here at the bottom.
Gallatin dropping someone deep. Now they're rolling him here. And we got a quick kick by Swanner.
Nice call.
Genius play call.
Nice call.
Dropping the football at the 32 of the Green Wave.
So you have successfully drained. You got that last time out from them.
It'll be first and
Bring them
10,
up,
Green Wave,
get them out of their
54-yard line.
typical punt formation, punt return. He has to come up because he has to honor our offense.
Right.
Swanner drops it in.
Another
drops it right
score
over
of
their head.
interest right here, Joe. We've got Station Camp 7, White House 0 in the second quarter. That's a region game right there.
So Gallatin will come back out on the field, take the field for their offense with 1:41 to go in the second quarter. Now Gallatin's come out of the
They've come out with trips to the
near side.
to the right with a wing look out of the backfield.
we got a clock reset. That probably benefits us a little bit. It lets us get our alignment in. Gallatin again, under center, trips to the near side. Give
Go
up the middle.
fullback dive.
Up the middle. Gang tackle. Gang tackle. Number 28,
Tails with a stop for the Golden Bears.
Garrison Lewis.
Garrison Lewis gets there first.
Gain of 1, save down to 9.
I mean, all in all, you absolutely have to be pleased with the way that our Bears are controlling the up front.
Another score. This is a shocker right here, Joe. We've got Summit 29, Henry County 6 in the first quarter.
That is definitely a shocker.
Wow.
Henry County has got a lot of expectations.
Absolutely. Maybe more than the Golden Bears. Here we go. Swing.
Quick screen.
And it's incomplete. It was over number 12's head. No, and we know who number 12 is. That's Keyshawn Nelson, Coach.
Well, and you know, the one thing about this is when you take that risk and you throw that.
The clock
that
has
pass,
just stopped.
The clock has just stopped. And you're looking on the Golden Bear sideline, and if the scoreboard tells the story, we've still got the 3 timeouts left. So
Correct.
they're going to have to make the ball move here. They need to pick up a substantial amount of yards, but you can't risk going to the air, or can you?
I don't know that you do that. I know I would be content with running it here. Golden Bears will call a timeout on this 3rd and 9, and that's just what Coach Watson is doing.
Up the middle.
Coach Perry's calling his timeout. No gain. We have 51 seconds left. 4th and 9 for the Green Wave.
So for those of you at home that are watching, when you see like Gallatin came out there and they had twins to the near side and the quarterback came out from under center, that was actually a pistol set, which is still a running set. They still had their wing teeth.
Absolutely.
They just backed him up. And what they're trying to do is create space to make our big guys move and to make them have to really play that fundamental defense we've talked about all night.
Joe, I know Trey very well. He's coming after this punt right here. And, Joe, we've already had 2 where we almost got to it.
Well, I mean, a block punt here on special teams.
That's huge.
Or even just a good, solid
Huge.
return. If we can get back to our side
Workings
of the field.
is back deep.
So the Gallatin Green Wave have come out for the punt with 51 seconds remaining in the second
And
quarter.
we're lining up. He's got them all lined up on the line of scrimmage.
Got to jam those gunners, which the gunners are the far side for those of you at home. All the receivers that are out wide.
Here they come. Crisp
Missed
just
him.
about took it off his foot, and Workings
is
has
gonna
the
take
ball. He is at the Green Wave 42 where he's brought down with 42 seconds to go. I think Crisp just almost ran past the football there, Joe.
So for those of you at home that saw Chris make contact with the punter, the reason there is no roughing the punter, Chris touched the ball.
We got a flag over on the Green Wave sideline.
Let's see what we've got here.
Sideline warning against the Green Wave.
So that doesn't move any yards, but
No.
that could come to play later.
We have a first down from the Green Wave 42. 42 seconds left. Got to look for something quick here, Joe. We've got red down here at the bottom of the numbers. We've got twin set to the left.
Twins to the right.
We're in doubles. We've got Coke in the backfield. Tanner Coke. Swing, and we're going deep to Throneberry, and he caught it, Joe. He's down at the 6-yard line, out of bounds, 34 seconds to go, and that's a Chick-fil-A first down.
Guys, I can't tell y'all at home how pretty that pass was.
It was beautiful. Thing of beauty by Steven Swanner to Big Red Griffin Throneberry.
Good, nice, tight, laid-up spiral. So Mount Gilead comes out. We've got trips to the far
28
side.
seconds, and the clock's running. Trips right. Taking it down. Golden Bears from the 9.
And here's the call. Here we go. We've got 14,
Call
13.
is in.
All right, with 10 seconds, 9.
Pass to Throneberry. Touchdown! Golden Bears. That is a Wilson Bank and Trust Mount Juliet Golden Bears touchdown. 2 seconds to go in the half.
That's how you bleed the clock. And again, we talked about it earlier, that quarterback to quarterback
Absolutely.
connection.
Thornberry's shaking a little bit. He's coming off the field, but he hung on to the ball. That was a thing of beauty. Rocchetti on the snap, Swanner on the hold, Echeverria on the kick.
Echeverria in the kick.
We've got motion to the left, snap, set, kick, and it's good. With 2 seconds left in the half, your Golden Bears 20, Green Wave 6.
And that's a hard one to answer from because you're going into halftime. The momentum has stayed fairly
The
even
momentum
kilter.
is all with Mount Juliet at this point.
But now the touchdown pass right there, I want to go back to for just a second. Swanner threw that to the only place, the only person that could come down with that
Back
was
corner.
Thornberry.
Absolutely it was. Beautiful.
The main thing here is we want to take care of our duties on special teams here, so we don't want to give up anything cheap here.
Correct.
Because there still are. There's 2 seconds on the clock. But that definitely re-energized this Mount Juliet crowd.
Other scores of interest, Portland and Westmoreland. Portland is winning 14-7. Again, Summit over Henry County in the first quarter, 29-6. Station Camp now into the second over White House 7-0. We've got a kickoff.
Got a little pooch kick.
Little-
Number 2 takes it. Right up the line. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Got to make a play.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me?
Wait.
Number 2 with the return, stepped out of bounds.
You can thank the kicker.
And that was number 34, Kay Jewell. We're talking about a sophomore here who just might have made a play to save this momentum. Great play there by the kicker, Kay Jewell.
He just pushed him to the sideline and just kept pushing, and he ran out of real estate. So here at the half, your Mount Juliet Golden Bears are 20, Gallatin Green Wave 6.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, supporting our local schools and student athletes has always been part of our community game plan. From personal loans to mortgage loans, our local lending experts are here to support you every step of the way. Let us help your family get your financial game plan together at any of our 28 Wilson Bank and Trust locations in Middle Tennessee or at wilsonbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wilson County Chevrolet Buick GMC Hyundai is proud to champion the Mount Juliet Golden Bears. We have been supporting education and serving the Middle Tennessee community for over 94 years. Visit us at wilsoncountyauto.com or in person to experience the best in sales and service. The mission of Rackley Roofing is to transform the roofing industry by unmatched customer service, documentation, and safety. They believe that the ladder to a great roof is only as good as the people who climb it. Rackley is the official roofer of the Tennessee Titans and the official roofer of the Nashville Superspeedway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to halftime this evening at Mount Juliet High School. Mount Juliet High School and the Mount Juliet Band of Gold would like to present for your halftime enjoyment, Spring, Spring, Sprung. The Band of Gold is under the direction of Tony Cox and Weston Demonbraun. Band officers include President Brian Andrews, Vice President Alex Marquez, Secretary Jerry Lewis, and Treasurer Karen Yabirun. And now, please make welcome the 2020 Mount Juliet Band of Gold. Mount Juliet fans, are you ready for the second half?
Welcome back, Mount Juliet faithful.
Let's make some noise.
Tonight we want to thank Jersey Mike's in Mount Juliet for feeding the BNN video team tonight. You can find Jersey Mike's in Mount Juliet at 2231 North Mount Juliet Road, and they'll hook you up. Joe, we're back here at beautiful Mel Brown Athletic Complex. Gallatin is kicking off. Before we get back to the game, I'd like to thank Mr. James Peach for everything he does for the Bear News Network. He does a thankless job, and everything that he's put together tonight does not go unnoticed.
Absolutely.
Mr. Peach, thank you so much for all your hard work. Kicking off left to right, Workings catches it at the 1. Here he goes, taking off.
He's got some space up the side.
He had a little angle.
Good return.
Out to the 29 of the Golden Bears. 11:53 to go in the third quarter.
So if you're just joining us, the Mount Juliet Golden Bears took a lot of momentum right there at the end, scoring a touchdown with 2 seconds to go in the second quarter. Getting the ball after halftime, it is a huge shot in the arm here if we could punch it in, get points out of this drive.
If they strike fast, Joe, it's all she wrote for Gallatin. They don't have much left in the tank to battle back.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Swanner taking the snap. Oh, excuse me, Throneberry taking the snap.
Throneberry with the keep. He's forward for about a gain of 1 or 2.
He just didn't look comfortable in the pocket there. Something didn't look.
It didn't look right. Going up tempo again. Swanner split out wide to the left. A single receiver side. Trips to the right.
Slipping 44 out into that inside receiver. Snap.
Throneberry again on the zone read. Pulls it, takes it ahead for second down. Actually, third down and about 5.
Third down, Golden Bears.
With 11 to go in the third. So here comes Mount Juliet setting up on the line. And what this does is this doesn't allow Gallatin to huddle. It doesn't allow them to make a lot of changes. So Mount Juliet to the line, trips to the far side.
Brings it back inside the number. Swanner in motion. Fake to Swanner. Throneberry keeps. We got a flag to Throneberry with the big run. Down to the Golden Bear 49. But we've got a flag on the play.
Throneberry looks like he's having some cramps here, but we'll see what the flag is.
We have currently a Chick-fil-A Golden Bear first down, but I believe, Joe, it's coming back. Probably in the realm of holding. Absolutely, that's what it was.
So that changes the play call significantly for what you're looking for here. So now you've got a 3rd and long, and we'll see what Coach White and that offense can dial up here. You know, you've got the luxury here with the lead that you don't necessarily want to sit back and just play passive. So you've got the ability to attack right here.
Absolutely.
And we've got the athletes to do so. So don't look for Coach White to concede this down and just punt the ball away.
Ethan Crisp in the game. Single receiver, we're going doubles now. Tanner Koch in the slot to the inside of Ethan Crisp. Connor Rupert in the slot. Amari on the right side. Amarion Working split out wide to the numbers.
And it opens up the middle deep if you can get it there.
Here we go.
And there
Crisp
it is.
over the middle.
Looks like we're going to come up about a yard, maybe 2 yards short.
About a yard or 2 yard, 4th and 2 from the Golden Bear 39.
Needed to get to the 40, so now we'll see what the offense and Coach Zach White calls here.
4th and 1, actually. Again, the offense is staying on the field. Offense is huddling up. Swanner is getting the play from Zach White.
He's got it. Got about 19 on the play clock. Got plenty of time.
Plenty of time to get set up. I think we're going to actually run a play here. They're going to go for it, Joe.
Receivers have broke. We've got
Here we
9:30
go.
in the third.
Breaking out the quick sugar huddle. Swanner under center.
Gotta
We've
get
got
movement
motion,
up front. Here comes
handing
the
off
speed
the
sweep.
jet. And they stop us in the backfield. Turnover on downs for the Golden Bears. Green Wave take over at the Mount Juliet 36 or 37. First down, Green Wave. Joe, this is not how we wanted to come out of the half.
You got to give credit to Green Wave here. Gallatin stayed home. They played fundamental football, protect your gaps.
That's right.
Just, it's one of those, you take the shot.
Again.
You get it, it's great.
They answer back right here with a short field. We're talking a 1-touchdown lead.
Changes
And
the
then
ball game.
Gallatin's right back in the game.
They got receiver to the far side. Going into that.
Double wing set, orbit motion, toss,
Sweep
number
far
2.
side. Probably gained about 2 yards after his initial contact.
It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Golden Bears.
They've got number 17 hobbling off on the far side. Hope that young man's okay. But you can't take anything away. Gallatin is coming. They put their head down. They get what they can get, and they are playing hard-nosed football. In the huddle, here we go. Looks like we're going to break out. We're going to have receiver on both sides. Wing set to the middle.
Orbit,
Motion.
give
up.
for the fullback dive. Going to
we'll-
have about a 3rd and 3, Joe.
And once
with
again,
8:30 remaining in the third quarter.
once again, Mount Juliet is there. They're hitting him. He's getting a little drive on him. Not much, just a little.
That's correct.
Your team needs you.
Really proud of that Mount Juliet defensive line now.
They are stout. They've been salty all night.
All right, so we've got
Savage
a tight
and
wing set here.
Pillows up front.
Motion to the far side. Fake
Fake
sweep.
toss.
Here's the bootleg. Pass.
Oh.
Forward to the flats. 4.
Out in the flats, number 4 has got the ball all the way down to the Mount Juliet
Looks like 14 maybe where he's
14-yard
spotting.
line. Dadgummit.
We knew with give up the middle, give up the middle, give up the middle. At some point, they're going to fake that and come out, and that's what that bootleg is there. Gets everybody shifting one way while the receivers come across the field, and they're going to try to catch you on the backside, and that's what they just did to us. So as you can see now, we've got a little bit of a change of pace, whereas Mount Juliet stays out on the field to catch their offensive calls and start. Gallatin's huddling up. They're bleeding that clock. They're
They
trying
sure
to keep
are.
this game close. Wing set, motion to the far side, give up the middle. Number
Dive to
4's got
number
it.
4.
Wrapped up, he broke
He's
loose.
still moving. He's down to the Mount Juliet 6.
That young man runs hard.
He sure does.
His contact was made probably a yard beyond the line of scrimmage, and you look how far he is down. He probably gained another 8 after the initial contact. So, this is what Gallatin wanted to do. We talked about it at the pregame. We've talked about it in the first half. Gallatin wants to control that clock.
Gallatin's got a fighter's chance right now, a swinger's chance. They're still throwing it at Mount Juliet. They have not thrown in the towel.
Oh, absolutely. You're only talking a 14.
We've got a power I formation.
Downhill, here it comes. Made contact, but are they going to give him
Running
the call?
right up that defense's face.
They're going to stop him short.
3rd down and short
Has
for
turned
the
into
Golden Bears.
first.
Hey, that's a 1st down. You're correct.
So, this right here, this is a big stand. Can Mount Juliet bow its necks here and hold them out? That's a tough ask for anybody. You see that even in the pros.
Absolutely.
It's 4-down territory for Gallatin if they don't get it in the first 3. So, here we go. We're in that power I again. Broken set.
Oh, there's a
Quarterback squeeze.
ball was out.
Yeah, it just didn't look right. We've got Mount Juliet pointing. They've got
But
the ball.
now they're saying touchdown for Gallatin.
Far side.
Quarterback scoops it up off the ground and then takes it in for the 6 points for the Green Wave.
Far side line judge called that pretty quick.
He sure did. I don't know about that one.
He's a lot closer than we are, so I'll give him credit on it.
You can give him the benefit of the doubt, Joe.
Watch for flying footballs in the concession area.
Extra point attempt.
33 to take it. Snap is up. Kick is away.
Kick is good.
Kick is good.
With 6:12 remaining, your score is Mount Juliet 20, Green Wave 13, answering back after the jet sweep by Amarion Workings that was caught in the backfield. And Joe,
You got a ball game.
we've got a ball game again.
Well, I mean, you know, Coach Watson has to be the happiest person in that stadium right now because his game plan is control that clock.
He's got to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, you're controlling that clock. You're keeping it into now it's a one-score game again. So what he's probably telling his players over there is defense, bow up, get me the ball back. Let's keep bleeding that clock, and let's try to score, taking as much time as we can. What we've got to do is not worry about what they're doing and play our game and just answer back, play our offensive. And, you know, and again, I said it before, I'll say it again. When you're in week 1, there are nerves that you don't have at week 10, but you have them tonight.
Week 1, that's correct.
Because you're under the lights. So Gallatin has now trotted out to take the kickoff. It looks like 33 will be the one kicking off.
I'll tell you what, Joe, number 4 is a man-child.
Yes, he is.
He is a force. Every football team needs some. He is a luxury.
So Mount Juliet will be returning it from right to left.
Very impressed with that young man.
He sure does run hard. Kick is away. And we've got a flag.
I do believe it's going to be offsides on the Green Wave. We'll bring it back.
And, you know, that was one of his better kickoffs of the night, too. So
Sure was. Coach T can't be too happy with special teams this evening. Could use a little life in that section right now.
well, you can rest assured he'll get it fixed.
He sure will. There's no doubt about it.
So with 6:12 here in the third, Gallatin's going to kick off for the second time, just 5 yards deeper. That scoots us up. That gives our return team, and honestly, it gives them a chance to now return it.
This is a good opportunity for the kickoff return team to make some noise here. We've got a little room.
Let's hear it, Golden Bear fans.
And we've proven offensively already, just take the spark, and we can do something with it.
Shorter kick going to
away.
Workings.
Fields it at about the 20.
Fields it, yeah. Out to the Golden Bear
30,
31.
Number 16 with a tackle.
First down, Mount Juliet with 6:05 remaining in the third.
So from the Gallatin standpoint, all you're asking for here is a good defensive stand. You want the ball back so you can control that clock. From the Mount Juliet side, you want kind of the same thing. You want to keep the ball. You want to kill the clock. You want to gain yards and end with points.
Golden Bear offense coming back on the field.
Swanner's going to be at quarterback. We've got twins to the near side. Twins to the near side. Single receiver to the far. Swanner's ready. Takes the snap.
Handoff up the middle.
And Gallatin snuffs it out. They're waiting on it.
Not a lot of push by the offensive line. Couldn't tell who that was on the carry, Joe. I believe it was Lewis. We've got a Green Wave player down on the field. 5:49 remaining in the ball game.
Looks like it may just be cramps, but anytime
Other score of interest here, Joe. Lebanon 44, Antioch Bears 0. Start of the second quarter.
it's a big score.
Goodness
for the start of the
gracious.
second.
Antioch couldn't stop running water.
Got anything on the Henry County?
Looking at Henry County here, and
Green Wave player is up. Looks like he's going to take some assistance to get off the field, but he's doing it pretty much under his power.
Smyrna and Stewart's Creek Stewart's Creek winning barely 12-7, 14 seconds left in the second. Riverdale up 24-0, 4:20 to go in the second over Franklin.
Second down and 9, Golden Bears.
All right, Mount Juliet's coming back out to take the offensive set here.
Beach winning at halftime, 7-0 over Farragut.
Double twins, twins high and twins low to the near side and the far. Swanner under center.
Wide left on that twin set. Here we go.
Slant.
To Coke.
Hold on
And
to that
that'll
ball.
be a Chick-fil-A first down.
Pass complete to
Yes, it is.
Moving the chains, Joe. Slants have been good to us tonight.
Well, that's the good thing about space. You create space for your receivers, your running backs, your quarterbacks. And right there, you created it for your receivers.
In the second, Joe, Siegel, 10. That other school, nothing.
Trips to the high side, give up the middle. Gallatin's got him, but here we go. We're driving. We're using our legs. We're pushing.
Garrison Lewis with the carry. Number 0 on the tackle.
Gallatin's got a player slow to get up, but he is going to get up and staying on the field.
Pick up a 4.
Mount Juliet's setting the tempo here.
Golden Bears.
Staying at the line.
2nd and 6. Golden Bears are slowing it down quite a bit. We go stack over here on the left.
Stack on the far side.
Double stack. Swanner over the middle, hitting Walter Bowers. Bowers at the 10, 5, touchdown. That is a Wilson Bank and Trust Mount Juliet Golden Bear touchdown. Swanner with the post over the middle. What a night for Mr. Steven Swanner.
Good looking pass. Hit him in stride.
Sure
hit him.
did.
Led him.
We got a player down, looks like cramps on the field. That's Throneberry.
And that's
He's up, he's moving around. Joe, you're going to see that early in the season.
especially on hot nights. Like
Right.
we've had some cool nights this week, and of course we practice in the morning. And it's cooler in the morning.
That's
and
correct.
Then you play in the heat, and it's part of the game, especially early on.
Here we go, extra point. We got Ricchetti on the snap, Swanner to hold, Echeverria to kick.
Looks like we had an unsportsmanship called on us, unsportsmanlike, so that will be enforced on the kickoff.
Okay. Way to answer right there for the Golden Bears. Passing attack. Motion to the left.
Snaps away, kick is
Up and good.
up and good.
Your score. Mount Juliet Golden Bears 27. Gallatin Green Wave 13.
So with 4:10 remaining here in the third, you've got an answer. Each team's traded touchdowns. Now it's going to come down to who gets the next stop. Whoever gets the next stop gives their team the opportunity to create some momentum.
Right.
It's kind of going back and forth here. So I would expect Coach Abner and that defense to come after.
Other scores of interest who we will be seeing next week here at Mel Brown Athletic Complex. Maplewood up 8-0, Joe, in the second over Hunters Lane. And then in week 3, we'll be seeing that Hunters Lane team, which will be our first region game.
Of course, next week's also at home, and that Hunters Lane game will be our
We'll
first.
be on the first road game of the season.
I know when I was looking at the Gallatin schedule a couple of days ago, they were away and home. They were alternating pretty much all the way through till towards the end of the year. So that's nice. That's a nice schedule to be able to play at home. And
Halftime of that Station Camp White House game, Station Camp up 14-0.
so here's the downside to that personal foul, or unsportsmanlike, if you will. So we're going to have to kick it deeper. So we're going to set that kickoff off at R25. that gives them return room.
It does.
If you remember right before the half.
They've had some good yardage on that kickoff return unit.
Right before the half, they just about took a squib kick all the way to the house. So we've got to control our lanes.
The young kicker Echeverria, Joe, he's a freshman. He has not seemed rattled one bit about not having Friday Night Light experience. He has kicked well tonight. And the sophomore Cade Jewell stepping in and making a big play.
He is. So if you notice, we got a stoppage in play here. We're having a discussion between the officials and Coach Perry. Not sure what that's quite about, but they're having a discussion. So that gives us just a little bit of stoppage. But, you know, when you're dealing with the heat at the beginning of the season, the little breaks aren't always a bad thing to let your players get a little rest, maybe get another shot of Gatorade.
Coach T's in deep discussion, not sure what's going on. He's probably pretty upset about the personal foul call, I imagine. It's just me speculating, and he's still arguing his point.
All right, looks like we're going to be ready and set for play
Getting
here.
back to play. Echeverria teeing it up.
Let's make some noise, Golden Bear fans.
Well, not sure what just happened. Echeverria had the ball teed up. Ref ran over, took it off the tee. Waiting on the white hat. This has been a strange sequence here.
It has.
I don't know that I've ever seen them just run over and take it off the tee.
White hat's blowing it back in.
So we'll kick off with 4:10 remaining here in the third. Your Golden Bears up 27-13. We're off, kicks away. It is up.
High and short.
Fielded about the 34.
35, 15. Again,
He's got that outside.
Tanner Koch shoves him out of bounds.
And that flips field position. They're going to take the over.
There's a flag.
Well, there's a flag on our side. So that at least takes that roughing out of bounds on the far side out of play. So you're looking at something here around our 39. They will have a discussion. We'll figure out exactly what they want to call. Looks like it's going to be on the green wave preliminary, but again, they can point one way and call it the other, so we'll see what they do here in just a second. But we've got to secure that outside. They're taking off to the far side. They're wanting to run to the high side.
They found something over there on that right side of the kick return unit.
Well, that right there is going to help our return unit, or excuse me, our kickoff unit tremendously. We got a hold call on Gallatin at the 39, which is going to back them up. So instead, I mean, and that's one of those penalties that kills Gallatin, because Gallatin's going to take over at around their 30 going in, and instead they're going to back
Now
up to
it's at
midfield.
Oliver pillows and
Motion to our
stemming
side
up
pitch.
front.
Ball on the ground.
Ball is on the ground. It's still out.
It is a Golden
Pillows
Bear
is on it.
football. Golden Bear football.
That is a Chick-fil-A Mount Juliet Golden Bear first down on that turnover.
And that right there is what you want to see. Mount Juliet goes after it. They don't get it, but the only people that can get it are the Mount Juliet Bears, because they are fighting and clawing and going
Joe,
after
that ball rolled around by
Yes, it
itself
did.
for a while.
Those of you watching at home, if you think a while when we say a ball's rolling on the ground for a while, that was a long time.
That was an eternity in football terms.
You typically want to see the ball hit the ground and somebody fall on top of it. So for the fact that it could squirt out and be recovered at later date, that's what you want to see. So
Schwanner lining back up at the quarterback helm.
Twins to the far side. Looks like working on the inside.
Holmes is in the backfield. Lewis is at H-back. Holmes with the carry. He cuts sharply to the right for no gain.
Couldn't tell if it was set up to be a counter or if he just saw that the hole was filled and he tried to make a cut.
He's coming out, so I don't know.
Be 2nd and 9 with about 3:25 to go here in the third.
Tanner Koch in the backfield. We've got Garrison Lewis now at H-back.
Twins to the far side. Tight end and wing to the near.
Here we go. Little
Yep, to the
buck
near
sweep
side.
action.
He's going to punch it ahead for a couple yards. We've got an official timeout. We've got one cramping on the far side is what it looks like. And again, when you're dealing with this heat, especially in week 1,
This is
cramps
common.
happen.
This
Yeah.
is common.
Cramps happen. It's time for bananas and pickle juice.
That's it.
So the teams will respectively go and take their timeout while the young man's attended to on the far side. But now this is a drive here. This could be a momentum taker. This could absolutely put Gallatin behind the 8 ball. When you play that clock game that they've been playing to this point, and you don't have a lot of time left in the game. I mean, you've got a whole another fourth quarter, and that's enough time, but you can't waste time. And so that, it changes their tempo.
Third down and 7 for the Golden Bears.
Bowers up, walked off under his own power. Looks like he's getting rehydrated here on the sideline. Our trainer James is taking care of him. Back to the line now. Mount Juliet's going out, breaking off the huddle from the sideline. Twins to the near side. Gallatin sets their adjustments, lines up.
Handoff to Koch. He's caught in the backfield.
Spins out of it,
Moves back to the line of scrimmage.
but he will go nowhere beyond that.
Golden Bears. Number 53 with the tackle for the Vinny Wade.
So it'll be 4th and 7, and we've got another timeout, another official's timeout. I think number 3 for Gallatin was cramping and then hopped up trying not to draw that.
Yeah.
But the official had already seen him. Hey, good catch by the official there because you don't want them in when they're hurting, that's for sure. They'll wait for him to get off the field. Head official setting it back. He is setting it for play. Here we go. So it'll be 4th
Lining it in.
and 8.
2:20 to go in the third quarter.
Now Juliet's going to bleed a little of that clock off. I mean, that's a good decision by Coach Perry and
Two
Coach White here.
touchdown lead. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, no sense in being in a hurry and putting yourself in a bad position. Gallatin has proven themselves to be very effective in the return game so far, especially on kickoffs. So why not? Don't tempt them on the punt. So play clock's down to about 11, 10. All right, Mount Juliet's up. Twins to the far side, single receiver to the near. Swanner takes the snap, and he's going to put it away.
kick.
Quick kick.
Nice punt that will
Da. And it will.
die at the 1. Saved by Tanner Koch. What a special teams play right there. The Green Wave will start backed up on their own 1-yard line.
Well, you can't ask for a better play right there. I mean, Gallatin was set up in a defensive set because we've already proven on our side that we're going to run it on 4th
Absolutely.
down. We're going to go for it. So they have to gamble a little bit. If they drop back into a punt return, there's a good chance we run a play. So
Great play by Koch. Great punt by
Absolutely.
Swanner. 99 yards for the Green Wave to go now.
Minute 34 here in the third quarter. Gallatin now comes out, and they've got work to do if they're going to do something. Mount Juliet, we've got to bow up here.
Got that power eye set right here coming off the right side. We've got a flag.
Got a false start. And that's the thing about that field position, Coach Rock. When you put the pressure on them, everybody gets a little more jittery.
That's right.
Remains first down.
Defensively, we've got to play our football, and that's
Greg Abner is licking his chops.
Absolutely.
He's thinking we can put this game away with putting the ball on the ground, or we can get a safety.
Safeties are really a rarity to have the opportunity of, especially one like this. This is almost football gamey like Madden.
Right.
So here's the power eye to the near side, and we've got flag on the ground.
Flag on the play.
Away from the football.
Looks like they called delay a game.
This is the goal.
We'll take it back another inch.
Remains first down.
Got to play assignment defense right
Quarterback under center, power eye, off the right side, knew that was coming.
here. Ball's on the
Ball
ground.
on the ground.
Golden Bear
Bears
football.
are on it inside their own 10. Defense, you can thank Mr. Steven Swoner and Mr. Tanner Coke. Golden Bears with a first down on their Green Wave 11
So what's the next best
in
thing?
total control.
What's the next best thing to a safety, Coach Rock?
Fumble.
A fumble. So we will take over here at about the 11 going in. We are moving from right to left. Man,
Holmes in the game in the backfield. Swoner is going under center.
big defensive play. Big defensive play.
Workings in tight to the right. Bowers out wide to the left. Workings fake the jet to Workings. Swoner with the keep. Or Jalen Holmes inside to the 10.
We
Be
just
second and 9.
we just didn't look clean there. That one
No,
wasn't
it didn't.
clean.
Didn't to me.
So with 1:12 to go in the third quarter, you have the option here to bleed a little time off the clock, Coach.
Right. That's what Coach White's doing right now.
If you notice, we're not setting at the line. We're going to the huddle, and what that allows you to do is just take more time off the clock. Goal here is probably to snap it somewhere around 5 seconds on the play clock. We're at 6, 5.
Flag on the play.
Right guard moved there. Aaron Testerman. 5-yard penalty, false start on the Golden Bears. That'll be a second down and 14.
From the 15.
Offside just over there. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
So clock is running here. We're at 28
This is probably
seconds.
going to be the last play of the quarter. We've got Trips right, Rupert in the slot,
Look for that slant. from this
Lewis,
bottom.
yes.
Swoner with the
Swoner
keeper.
with the keep. He's taking it in himself. Down at the 1, he steps out of bounds.
Swanner with the carry.
Good read by that young man right
Yes,
there.
it was.
Sets it up, starts upfield, plants his foot, gets to the outside. I thought he made it, but
I did
Third
too.
down, Golden Bears.
I don't have the angle.
Green Wave lineman running on late.
6 seconds left in the
In
third.
Trips again. Hands off to Lewis.
Lewis will
In
Punch
for
it
the
in.
Wilson Bank and Trust Golden Bear touchdown.
And what you saw right there from Coach White was you saw that we bled the clock down using kind of a slower paced offense. But as soon as we got it right there,
That's
he
right.
jumps them right to the line and away we go. That creates issues for
Good
Gallatin.
series right there for the offensive line.
Echeverria kick.
Running it right up Gallatin's face and saying, you're going to take this.
It's a good answer. It really, I mean, it's a momentum getter, and the game's about momentum. So.
Snap, set, hold, and kick, and it's good.
The extra point attempt is good.
So here at the end of the third, Mount Juliet Golden Bears are 34. Your Gallatin Green Wave 13. Folks, things can change. We cannot back off. That's the one thing about football. There is 12 minutes left. We need a good defensive stance here and then put the ball in our offense's hand. Defense has played a great game tonight, Coach.
Absolutely.
Really,
Especially at the defensive line.
well, that's what I was going to say. We've really controlled that point of attack.
On both sides of the football, really. The offensive line right there in that last series.
I mean, those are put-away drives, and that's what you've got to
Absolutely.
do.
That's literally what you want to see up front. Zach White has to be pleased with that drive. Creating some holes for Swoner and Lewis and several of the other runners for Mount Juliet.
So what we're going to see here, though, is we have got to contain this kick return.
Absolutely.
They can flip field position. I mean, the thing about it is kick return for a touchdown, it absolutely changes the whole outlook from where we're at. So we've got to be solid here on our special teams. If you notice, the look on the kickoff team is different. We're not tight now. We are spread. So we're going to cover more lanes. That makes a bigger difference. So Echeverria setting it up. He will wait for the call. The hand's still in the air in the back. Hand is down. Echeverria is ready to kick off. He starts his attack, his kick. Kick is good. Heading down, fielded about the 15. Gallatin coming up the sideline. He's trying to come to the near side here. He's trying to cross field. This time, Mount Juliet wraps him up.
He was looking to come to
yes,
the right.
He was. They've seen something through the course of the game where they're trying to reverse field on us and catch us out of our lanes. But that time,
Right.
Mount Juliet was absolutely in the right place at the right time. You can't ask for, really great coverage there. Gallatin had some blockers, but we stayed in our lanes and attacked. So it'll be Gallatin ball.
Update on the Farragut Beach game. Going into the third quarter, it's all tied up 7-7.
All right, Gallatin's out in an I set with a twin.
Here we go. Fullback dive.
No, he
it's a
pulled it.
quarterback key. He
Yes,
kept
it was.
and was smacked right in the face by number 90, Alford,
And Ethan Crisp.
and 13, Ethan Crisp, who we haven't called a whole lot tonight, Joe.
Well, that's the difference in the positions. When you play on the outside and they run up the middle, it's your interior linebackers that are going to make the plays. It's just
Alford is part of that depth that's deep on the defensive line for the Golden Bears. Good, solid senior to come in and make plays. He is almost as quick as Pillows. Right there in the middle over the center.
back to the tight wing, motion to the high side. He's pulled it.
Lewis.
It's a boot. He's got overthrows number 5.
Lewis just absolutely annihilated the quarterback. He is slow to get up. He's hobbling back. He's staying in.
Well, and Workins came in on that receiver. So if that receiver, if he had made an accurate throw, he had nowhere to go because Workins was on his hip.
Right.
So Gallatin will huddle. They'll get their call. Mount Juliet's looking to make their adjustments on defense. They're going single receiver both sides, near and far. Wing set in, quarterback under, 12 to the far side,
Juliet
motion.
stemming up front, 18 to drop.
Got to wrap him, got him moving, got to wrap him, got to move him. Got a penalty on the far side.
This might be horse collar on Pillows.
Got a second flag out. So 2 flags have come out on this play, so we'll wait for a little bit of guidance here to see what they have called.
That second one came out quite late.
And
I'm guessing that's for somebody's mouth down there in the scrum.
Well, it came into the pile.
Yeah.
So there was a whole lot of them standing right there.
A
Where
little bit
he threw it down.
extracurricular right there.
So we'll wait here for just a second to get clarification. We don't want to tell you the wrong thing here. But hey, this again, it's another little break for Mount Juliet.
Right.
To stand here and breathe.
Right.
Stretch their legs. We're clarifying for everybody. I thought the head official, I thought the white hat threw the second one, but he's talking to multiple. All right, so here comes the first call. Personal foul. Face mask.
Face mask on the Golden Bears.
Personal foul on the green wave.
Green wave.
Those should be.
Penalties should be offsetting.
We have offsetting penalties.
They are offsetting. But there's still going to be some more discussion here.
We have a face
So the
mask.
reason that you would look for offsetting penalties, it's a 15-yarder for both of those. Now the issue is it would create a first down for Gallatin, only to then to bring them back, still giving the first down. So that's what I think their discussion is. And it looks like that's what they're wanting to do. So they're going to walk off the 15.
Walk off the 15 here.
Stop. Once he gets there, now he's going to turn around and go back 15. I'm not real sure why we actually walked that one off when they were both 15 yards, but
Right.
that's okay. That should change the sticks to a first down. So it should be 1st and 10 for Gallatin. Ball on the 29. They're moving from right to left. 10:48 here in the fourth. Everybody's lined up. They're just waiting for play to resume, waiting for that whistle. Whitehead has his hand in the air. Whistle is going. Play is live. Here we go. Wing set, motion to the near side. Pitch
Toss.
out.
Golden Bears are there in the backfield.
You've got number 10,
Number
25, 13.
Sam Oliver has had him a night.
Well, I mean, that's what you want to see right here, especially late in the game. You want to see that gang tackle. Everybody's slick. Jerseys are slick. It's hot. Man, don't take a chance to arm tackle. And that right there was a great form tackle. We
It
had
sure
one
was.
wrap up, and everybody else came and wrapped up too. Gallatin breaks huddle. They're going to go receiver to the far, receiver to the near, single receivers. Wing, double wing in the back. Motion to the near side, give up the middle, and we are
and he
there.
is absolutely stoned at the line
Number
by
28.
Garrison Lewis and that man again, Samuel Oliver.
I mean, that's not what, from the offensive standpoint, that's not what the fullback wants to see when
No.
he gets to the hole.
No,
He'd like to have some daylight, but when the linebacker's standing on top of him, there's nowhere to go. You're going backwards. Gallatin's waiting for their instructions. And, of course, you know, you see now this is the part of the game where they're at 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
You can't run too much time off the clock at a 21-point deficit.
no, they don't look to be worried about that clock, Joe.
Got timeout, Gallatin.
Timeout by Gallatin. 9:14 to go.
It'll be 3rd and 10 when they come out of the third down. It's 34-13. Your Mount Juliet Bears with the lead. So really what you're looking at here, and maybe Coach Watson's doing this now. Maybe this is, you know, I've played for coaches before, Coach. I'm sure you have as well, that we're going to do something right. We're going to come out and we're going to figure this play out. We may run the same play for the next little bit until we learn how to do this.
How to run the play. I've seen it.
You know, by no means am I suggesting that Coach Watson is conceding. That's not what but you do start to look at different things. And then again, he may have called a timeout and said, guys, we can't take as much time. We got to go.
Right.
So, you know, we're not in that huddle, so we don't really know what they're having that conversation. But I do see that he kept a receiver to the far side, close to the sideline, kept him wide, maybe hoping that we didn't see him. So he's come back out. They're in the wing set again, waiting for the white hat to give the okay to play. He has give it. Number 18 goes under center. Motion to the far side, jet motion. He's rolling out, 18's rolling out, screen back to this side. Got to play good fundamental football. Got to make a tackle. Got to make a tackle. Here we go. Number
He
one.
had room to run. We didn't get anyone to come over and help out Bowers. Abner's not happy.
And that's one of those plays we were talking about at the early part of the game. You set up.
That's a great play call right there by Coach Watson and company.
I mean, you roll to the right and then turn around and pitch it to the left while you're still rolling. It's moving our defense. So credit to Coach Watson and Coach Clemens over there at Gallatin. That's
Great call
Good play call. Good play call. Twins to the far side. Pistol look here for Gallatin. Snap
Rolling
is given.
right.
Rolling right.
Quick out.
Through his hands. Good, well-thrown ball, just a little above his head.
Right.
But it hit both hands. So it'll be 2nd and 10 with 8:31 to go here in the fourth quarter. And that's the thing about this offense. I mean, I can't say that enough. It requires you to play your rules all the way through. Coach Abner's giving the play call. All right, Gallatin's broken the huddle here. We're going Twins to the far side. They are moving right to left with 8:31 to go here in the fourth. Pistol look. Quarterback takes the snap. He's rolling to the right. Going to throw.
Quick out again.
High throw.
Way overthrew that time.
He was looking for number 8. He sailed it on him. They've seen something with that action of that roll. But don't be surprised if they don't turn around and roll right here in a second and throw it left.
Jay Taylor hobbling off the field.
He's getting a shot at Gatorade. Maybe he's got a cramp going on as well.
Alex Earls coming in at the far side corner spot for Taylor.
Single receiver to the far side. Back in the wing look. Motion to the top. I think he was aiming for number 1.
I think so too, and I think those last 2 plays were to set that up across the middle. And if it would have been a good throw, number 1 would have took that on into the end zone.
Well, Mount Juliet had good penetration there from the far side. He actually set up at the only spot he could, or he was going to take a sack, Coach.
8:20 to go. 4th down. I'd say this is the ball game here for Gallatin if they wanted to have any hopes of coming back.
Twins to the far side, single receiver to the near. Pistol look. Here we come. A little bit late. Looks like it's a long throw. Make sure there's no laundry on the field.
Crisp was screaming off the edge.
No laundry on the field. That
Turnover
means,
on downs.
Absolutely.
Mount Juliet football at the Golden Bear 43.
I mean, that right there is the defensive effort you want to see on a 4th down.
Absolutely.
Sell out. Good coverage on the back end. It was a well-thrown ball.
It really was.
Which is a testament to that young man because he had Chris bearing down on him.
Double stack formation out wide to the left. Holmes in the backfield. Swoner at quarterback. The give is to Holmes. He goes forward for a gain of 3. That'll be 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8 for Mount Juliet.
Which the name of the game right now, Coach, is ball security.
Run that clock.
Protect that football and bleed that clock. Swoner's getting his signal. Mount Juliet's getting set. White hat called his time. Looks like we got a helmet issue with Holmes. He's going to let him fix it and stay.
Got it buckled up. He's going to stay out.
Good time here for Coach White to bleed a little clock. 7:25 to go in the fourth. 21-point lead. So, I mean, that clock is your best friend right now.
Right.
If you're Gallatin, that clock is not your best friend.
Nope.
Twins to the far side, single receiver to the near. Handoff given to the near. Holmes up the middle.
Back
Looks like
up
he got
the middle.
back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Holmes with the carry.
And kind of like we had before, it's not out of the question that we pass here. You have the option.
I don't know.
But Coach White's got to probably
Right.
really like it to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because everything's going in your favor right now. The clock's ticking. It's at 6:35.
Right.
Play clock's down to 10. The play is in. We're down to 5, 4, 3, 2. Ball is away. Looks like we're going to pass it.
Right, and he does throw it to Workings,
With a
who gets out of the tackle with a Chick-fil-A Golden Bear first down.
And that right there, it's like I said, you have to really feel like you like it. Coach Rock, you've got to really you got to like it. And he may have thought that Gallatin was sitting on that run.
Well, I don't think the ball was going to anyone else but Workings. He wasn't looking anywhere else. And rightfully so.
Good play by that young man, and even a better play to secure that ball.
You want the ball in the hands of one of your best guys when it comes right down to it to put the game away. Ford in the backfield. Handoff is to Ford. He is overtaken by Agent Zero, who enveloped him.
He was there as soon as he took the handoff. He had another guy that, unfortunately.
That's the biggest number 0 player I have ever seen in my life.
That is a big 0. Again, I said it a moment ago, we want to protect this football. Gallatin's going to get a little blitz happy probably. They're going to come after it and try to create something.
Right at 5 minutes. 2nd down and 12. Ford is still in the backfield. Handoff is to Ford. He cuts it back up the middle.
We have a flag on the play right at the 50.
I think it's probably a false start.
I just happened to see out of the corner of my eye as soon as the flag hit the ground, Coach O'Rick threw his hands out, so I don't know. False start.
Yep.
False start against the offense.
And again, these are the little things that come with week 1 football.
Absolutely. I can't stress that enough. I said that in the first half, that you would see mistakes that you won't see at the end, but there's nerves.
Right.
It's hot.
It's a nice little run by Ford right there.
Yes, it was.
He got behind that big O-line, and he's not too big himself, and he just kept moving.
Coach White's going to let some more of the clock bleed off.
Right.
If you're seated in section A2,
so we are
42,
at 4:29. Now we're ready to roll. Swanner's going to take the snap. Going to hand off.
Ford to the outside.
Good running. Good hard running. Zero got such a huge push that he knocked us back into the mesh point of that. So with 4:05 to go here in the fourth, in a 34-13 game, you have to give credit to Coach Watson's defensive line because they are fighting. There's no quitting them. As we did previously, we're going to take a little clock off. It'll be 3rd down and 17 with the ball on the 50 with 3:43 to go here in the fourth. Now Juliet's lined up. Swanner, he wants it. He's got it. We're going to pass it.
Slant.
Oh.
Too wide.
And we are going to
have a personal foul right there.
Pass interference on the defense. He grabbed him right on his turn when he reached. And if that is the call, that is a huge call.
Yes, it is.
That is effectively ball game. It's definitely on Gallatin. We're just waiting to see exactly what they call. Pass interference on the defense.
Which will give us a Chick-fil-A Golden Bear first down.
No, they're going to move
No,
this.
they won't. It will be a 3rd and 2.
But it gets us closer to one. So we've broken huddle. Can go faster here because the game clock has actually stopped because the penalty was accepted. Here comes motion to the near side. He's going to set, go back across the field. 3 seconds on the play, and Coach Perry takes a timeout.
Bleeding every second off.
And that's a jump play. I mean, Coach Perry, Coach White, we're trying to get them to move, try to be antsy and pick up a free first down.
Right.
And Wilson Bank and Trust, supporting our local schools and student athletes.
I can honestly tell you at home that it hasn't cooled off a whole lot from the start of the game to the end of the game. But we would absolutely love to see you here if you get the opportunity to come to a game this year. I know we said it earlier, Coach Rock, but man, it is nice to see a full house. Any of the games of interest, Coach?
Let's take a look.
While he's doing that,
Summit.
I'm going to hold you on that one for just a second, Coach. It looks like we're about to get back to play. All right, looks like Swanner's going to go under center with an I formation. Tight, here we go, motion. Give, fullback right up the middle.
Lewis with the carry. And that's your Chick-fil-A Golden Bear first down.
Got a little premature on it before, but we got it right there. So
Yeah, we did.
We'll go back to that score now.
Golden Bear, first down.
Sometimes our technology updates slowly, so
Yes, it does.
we may think we have a score, and then we do not. So here we are at Mel Brown Athletic Complex. 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Your Mount Juliet Golden Bears 34, the Gallatin Green Wave 13. As long as we just don't make a mistake and turn it over.
That's right.
It looks like this one's in the books. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Swanner snaps, takes handoff, hands it off to number 7, Holmes. Holmes, man, he's driving those legs.
He's dragging.
He's driving those legs. When you get to the late, if you think you see the same play, you kind of do, because at the end of the game, all you want to do is make sure you give ball control. You want to hold that ball. So where's the safest play to do it? Go right up the middle with it. And that's what we're doing. I mean, really, Coach Rock, outside of just those two turnovers we've had, Mount Juliet has played an excellent ball game. Bleed a little more off of the clock here. We're going to take the snap under 2 minutes to go. 2nd down and 6. Swanner sets, calls for the snap, going to hand it to Holmes. Holmes up the middle again. And, you know, and it looks to me that Gallatin's linebackers are just, they're coming. They're guessing at it,
Right.
Here they come. And Holmes is still making something out of nothing. It's not that the line's not blocking for you at home. The line's blocking. They're sending more than they can block.
Right.
And like I said, that just looks like those players no quit. They're fighting, and they don't want to give up here at the end. So kudos to them. Coach Watson, they've played a very good game. They had a solid game plan coming in. They've wanted to bleed the clock, Coach, and they've bled it. The problem is they gave us a lead, and we've held it here at the end, and we've now bled it. Swanner looks like he's set. Going to call for the snap.
Handoff to Ford. Stopped in the backfield.
So that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think Coach White will probably run one more play. I don't anticipate the Golden Bears to kick the football.
So we're at 4th and 4 on the 22 with 30 seconds remaining here in the ball game. We have to snap it. We have to do something with it because there's not enough time that we can run off yet. Play clock's at 10. Swanner in the offense waits for the call. They've got it. We've got twins to the near side, single receiver to the top. I don't expect a pass. I expect a handoff. And they passed it. Maybe a little confusion there on the call. Maybe not.
Looked to me like Earls was being held.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And the refs are just like,
let's get the ball game over.
Let's get the ball game over.
I'm hot. That's probably what they're saying.
Right.
So Gallatin will get the ball here with 10 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. So they've got time for one play. I do not look for Coach Watson to use any of his timeouts. He's going to run one play, and it looks like we'll shake hands. And Mount Juliet will go to 1-0 on the season. And Gallatin will fall to 0-1. That's how you want to start, Coach.
That's it.
You want to win the first one.
1-0.
These games at the beginning of the year sometimes may not mean as much because they're early, but every win counts. You got to learn something. So here's
Toss.
the pitch out. Got a good block, man. They had a good wall. Number 7's looking for some room. Good little shifty move.
Yep. And that's your ball game.
Final score here at Mel Brown Athletic Complex. Your Mount Juliet Golden Bears 34, your Gallatin Green Wave 13. And like I said, outside of just a couple of fumbles, Coach, Mount Juliet has played a very shut-down game. Coach Perry must be pleased with this.
Answered a few questions. Up front, got to be pleased. That's where this ball game was won. Skill positions, explosive plays. All good things.
We'll be back here in just a moment.
Some things go well together like football and Chick-fil-A catering. Chick-fil-A Providence Marketplace is proud to support the Mount Juliet High School Golden Bears.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, supporting our local schools and student athletes has always been part of our community game plan. From personal loans to mortgage loans, our local lending experts are here to support you every step of the way. Let us help your family get your financial game plan together at any of our 28 Wilson Bank and Trust locations in Middle Tennessee or at wilsonbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wilson County Chevrolet Buick GMC Hyundai is proud to champion the Mount Juliet Golden Bears. We have been supporting education and serving the Middle Tennessee community for over 94 years. Visit us at wilsoncountyauto.com or in person to experience the best in sales and service. The mission of Rackley Roofing is to transform the roofing industry by unmatched customer service, documentation, and safety. They believe that the ladder to a great roof is only as good as the people who climb it. Rackley is the official roofer of the Tennessee Titans and the official roofer of the Nashville Superspeedway.
Tonight, I'll try that again. We're here. We're back for wrap up and conclusion. Coach, that's what you want to see. You want to be able to end, and you want to watch the players run over to the student section and it be joyous, and that's what it is on week one. Mount Juliet is successful here tonight, 34-13 over Gallatin. Guys, for all of you at home, we really appreciate you tuning in. If you get a chance to make a game, we'd love to see you.
Absolutely.
But again, I'm just happy to see people back, and what a way to start this season off. We start 1-0. You win that
1-0 with a full stadium, Coach.
Absolutely. So that tells you that this community and this town love this team.
Correct. Again, your final score from Mel Brown Athletic Complex, 34-13. And we good. And we're good. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.